Welcome, everybody. Always remember, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Obviously. Hope everyone's doing good. It's Thursday. We've got a huge message coming in, kind of connected to the hell loop. We're fighting so hard to get the F out of. Horrible choice, of course. Okay, so the other day, hi Diane, literally yesterday, I went back to the place where I was homeless and I took a couple rocks and a piece of a tree and all of a sudden I was like, I wanted to put it in my hand because we're going through this like thing where collective is taking majority read. Okay, so we move in groups. Okay, we move in groups. And I think it's kind of like the safest way to travel, right? There's a lot of people that like get woken up together, right? And it's like a community thing, right? I almost feel like spirit kind of does that on purpose, right? It'll wake up a certain amount of people at once and then wait for those people to adjust to waking up, and then they'll wake up the next group of people. Okay, so I kind of feel like this is something to do with that, something to do with mission, something about being woken up, okay, and reliving or going back through something that you might have, thought you were already through or gone through. Or hello, everybody in the chat. There's a lot of you all of a sudden there, so I hope everyone's doing great. All right, this is a channeled message. Hello, everybody. Hello. This is a channel message today. It's majority rule today, which means we're doing a collective shift read. It's not individual readings today for people. It's mass majority rule. Okay, so we got guilt trip in reverse because the one thing that a lot of people have to realize is the more that dangerous people put burdens on you and make you feel bad for things, you carry guilt with you for things that other people do to you. And it's time to let the guilt go, because where you're going next, you don't have any guilt. There shouldn't be any guilt with you because you haven't done anything wrong. If there's things that I really feel like right now, collective, if this makes sense to you on like the last few readings, try to make amends with people now. I'm not saying you're going to die or anything. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is to make amends so then the world knows that you're ready to put those burdens down, accept what you did wrong. Pamela, what up? Oh my God, the one time I don't message you, I totally forgot. Oh my God, I just got home. Anyways, whatever. Sorry, I didn't message you, but last couple times I messaged you, you weren't on anyway. So anyways, so we have to put these pieces of guilt down. Okay, so then we don't carry them into the future, because into the future could be most likely, in the next 10 years where you die, right? So if you want to live, a kind of a happy next transitional period, however long it takes, it could be 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, depends who it is. Okay, if you want to live a nice, peaceful existence, make amends for the things that you feel guilty about. Okay, so then you don't carry that guilt, because a lot of times, like I said, it's not even your guilt. Okay, it's people around you, okay, that said they made you with love. Okay, which was a really good like, love is a really good distraction for people, because it allows people to be abused right in plain sight, but then they'll say, I love you. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, hello, everybody. Thanks for subscribing. Hello, everybody. Okay. Like, are you kidding me? You're going to tell me right now that you just treated me like shit because you love me, which is what people, that's the best and worst relationships of our lives, are people that literally hate us, that say they love us and treat us like shit while they say they love us and we believe them. Okay, so somebody around you made some horrible choices and you were private property. Okay, you were private property. You weren't supposed to be fucked with, and they fucked with you anyways. Okay, you fought tooth and nail for everything you have. They did witchcraft to get everything they wanted. Okay, you are very different from this person that's fighting you. Okay, this person fighting you gets things really easy. Like I said, they make horrible choices and they choose. I mean, this could be like somebody jumping from relationship to relationship to relationship, right? Getting people to love them while they steal all their money, all their feelings, all their resources. And then once that person doesn't have anything to give them anymore, they go to the next person. And then they suck everything dry from that person, and then they move on, right? And then the real succubuses are the ones that have kids, because then they'll trail those kids along with them from partner to partner to partner in order to get what they need, okay? Because they don't produce anything on their own, okay? Oh, okay. We got a couple more cards down. Woo! Lightning crashes. Lightning is crashing. Okay. An old mother dies. Oh my God, look what's behind it. The fucking cemetery. I did this card, so it was the cemetery on this side, but if you flip it on this side, it's the tree. So there's either life or death, because that's really what life is about. It's either life or death. You either want to live or you want to die. You either want to protect yourself or do you want to get killed, right? It's on the death side. People gonna get killed. They gonna get clapped. Okay? Great choice in reverse. They made some very bad choices. And it's all good if you want to make bad choices and involve people. But as long as you can apologize for it later, if it's... Sometimes we have malicious intent and sometimes we have intent to move forward, which, I mean, it's like ever seen the movie The Next 3 Days? So when he goes and sees Liam Neeson, he's like, how'd you break out of prison 3 times? And he's like, you have to be willing, to push the child over or shoot the clerk in the arm, right, to get away. Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to abandon? Actually, he says, are you willing to abandon your kid at a gas station? Are you willing to run over somebody? What are you willing to do for your freedom? Because sometimes innocent people get hurt in order to claim your innocence. Right. And that's just innocent bystander shit. We all get hit with it. OK. And a lot of times I feel like when I do take a hit, I try to say to myself, I took one for the team. Somebody out there took a hit and I had to take a hit for them. So then they didn't have to take a hit this time. I'm totally cool with that. I know that there's people I work with. I know there's gods I work with. I know there's demons around. I know there's shit. I mean, as long as you're working within the lines of the medium, then you don't really have anything to worry about. But this person wants to kill you fast. Okay. And it's because of how hard you work. That doesn't seem right. Why would they want to kill you because of how hard you work? Unless you're proving something. You could be trying to prove somebody wrong or something, like somebody says, no, you can't work with this and this wrong with you and be okay, and you've got that and that wrong with you and you still work. It's like that. You know how people like to abuse the system? Oh, there's this wrong with me and this. Yeah, you can still fucking work, bitch. Okay, but that's the thing, is that people I do feel like people do need to take some time off when a disability is involved, okay, and really focus on your health and focus on, the healing. And then you have to get working again. You have to get moving again. You can't stay on disability your whole life, because you know what that does? It makes you worse and worse and worse and worse and worse, right? Giving yourself some time off because you really need it, obviously, fucking do it. But if there's a time where you feel like, okay, I have a little bit of zest for life, I'd like to get a job and get the fuck out of here, do it, right? Because then the more you work, okay, even if you're in pain, the greatness of being able to work and get out, your pain kind of like, it doesn't go away, but the camaraderie and the friendliness and being outside outweighs what could be happening to you if you're inside too long, right? It means that you don't want to do anything. And like, humans have the right to go inside and never come out, but then you have to come out. You know, you do have to like be alive again. Okay, you can't be dead all the time. You have to be like dead sometimes, okay, just to heal yourself. And, you know, then you got to bring it back to life again. Okay, but if this person, okay, who's just stomping all over your property all the time, okay, telling you that they stomp all over your property because they love you, and that's what people do when they love people, okay, they take advantage of them, and they distract you with this love, okay, I feel like something now is going to happen to them. Like, because I feel like if something is going to happen to them, then that means that you have been under their control, right? Like, that would mean that you would have been controlled by them if suddenly something is going to happen to them for what they did to you. They obviously did something that's like, I mean, it was a horrible choice. I mean, we have horrible choice, and then we have great choice in reverse. Like, clearly this person made very bad decisions. And I mean, to hurt you or to make you, like, you need to learn how to work. You need to know how, like, I mean, the people with the goddamn lessons, like, you need to learn this. You need to learn this. Like, oh, please be like, very careful if you hear that in your head. Okay, pretty much think of it this way. If you're just like minding your own business, someone cuts you off or something, you hear in your head go, that person needs to learn a lesson about cutting people off. Go no further. Honestly, pull your fucking car over and check yourself right now, because I'm telling you, nobody needs to learn a lesson from you, okay? Especially driving, walking across the street, okay? Because, I mean, just be careful, okay? Just, Spirit's like, okay, well, wait. I mean, there are circumstances, like I yelled at this lady once out the door because she was choking her dog walking, and like, I chose a war. You have to be prepared. If you want to say something, be prepared to suddenly back it up. Like, back it up big time. Don't just go and start a fight and then turn around and run away, right? You have to be willing to know, like, what you're going to stand up for, because I kind of feel like whatever this person, you standing up for this person is making you look like an idiot, okay? Because this person saying that they love you is lovingly abusing you. That's not love. That's an oxymoron. They can't lovingly abuse you. It's two separate things. Okay, so it's literally like somebody is fucking crazy. Okay, and obviously it's this Blair Witch Project in reverse, like somebody using magic in a very bad way. Like, they were told this was a horrible choice, but they got something really quick. Somebody around you got something really quick. They could have did a spell on you, okay, and taken money away from you or did something to you. Oh, like, God, let's see. This is horrible. This is not an okay reading. This is really, really disgusting. Ooh, Mothman prophecies in reverse. This person, okay, so I do feel like this person has some type of special powers, okay? Like, they can see the future, okay, but they don't see the demise behind what they're seeing. They think they can see the future because, you know, God is so heavenly mighty, but really they're seeing the future. Look at this. Yes, this person can see the future, but they're not reading it correctly. Okay, it's like the curse of the Mothman prophecies, right? Like Indrid is telling him that something's going to happen on the river. He automatically says chemical plant. See how there's a chemical plant back there? I drew these. I painted them. It's how spirit connects with me. And I drew a little I drew the chemical plant up there because he gets fixated on something happening at the chemical plant when it's the river. He gets told multiple times it's the river, but he's not paying attention. That's what I feel like this person is not. They don't realize how much work is involved with building your life, how much work is involved with a simple tree like this. Do you know how long it takes for a tree to grow like this? I mean, just my one house alone, my father planted a maple tree, and we left 20 years later. And I mean, the thing was barely half up the house. As a maple tree. It grew like, I don't know, maybe 20 feet in 20 years. Okay. So like, do you know how long it takes to grow a fucking sustainable tree? And to think that this person, you know, they went on your property and they just took something that could have, like, possibly the world says would have taken them 20 years to do. Are you fucking kidding? They took something that you grew for 20 years and took it. Like, I mean, even teeth, look how long, like, I mean, that shit has to grow inside of you as you're forming. It doesn't just grow overnight. Oh, thank you. I know, I really love these cards. This is my second deck of cards that I did. You know how long it took me to do this lightning card? I probably painted this card I probably redid it 4 or 5 times. I'm picky when it comes to painting. So I'm really proud of these tarot cards. I let people know that they're mine, just so then, you know, they can, if they want to talk shit, they can talk shit about what I did, not somebody else. All right. And there's the money on the bottom of the deck. Speaking of, that's why I love channeling my cards, because my cards speak my energy. Okay. So it's easier for me to do readings with the cards I create, obviously. Okay. And look at what's underneath, the old switch around. I can't make this up if I tried. It's switched, something to do with your money. This person stole a lot of money from you. Okay. And it's not, it's okay. It's in a way that they took money from you as I just moved. Yes. Okay. They took money from you, in other dimensions, which forced you to, you know, start saving again and again and again. You know, they took a pretty hefty amount that took you karmically quite a long time to build, and look at now they're running like a little bitch. They might have made you run for a long time, and now they are so scared of you. So this person is raging, but like they're raging about your energy, something to do with your energy. They saw the prophecy wrong. Okay, like I said, they saw this money, they saw something wrong, okay? And the thing is, we have Kiss the Girls now. This person is obsessed with you. And I think it's in a very negative way. With the Kiss the Girls in reverse, I kind of feel like that's somebody who couldn't control you, somebody who couldn't take you over. This person might have tried to read your mind. They might have tried to control you to do stuff, and you didn't do what they said, okay? And they didn't like that because they're used to women liking them. Maybe that's what it is. They're attractive. They're used to women liking them, and maybe you didn't like them. And that really pissed them. Did you just hear that dog bark? That's what it is. You didn't like them like most girls do. Maybe the whole thing about Kiss the Girls is that Casanova, he's a good looking man. That's what's so fucking weird about it, is that he's taking these women and he's kidnapping these women and he's doing these things all, you know, against these women's will. When if he just actually used his looks properly, I mean, the man was beautiful. There's absolutely no reason to do what he did. Okay. So it's not like, that's the thing, is it's not like you didn't find him beautiful. You weren't going to fall for the trick. This person was going to trick you. Okay. And you didn't fall for the trick, which is the same as what happens in Kiss the Girls. The chick who gets taken, who breaks away first, the doctor, whatever she is, my nose is so itchy now, like I am on track with something, okay? She doesn't fall for it. They tell her to be quiet, all this stuff, and she just starts yelling. She starts breaking all the rules right away because it's not, I'm sorry, this isn't Stockholm Syndrome. I'm not gonna be held captive, okay, and not talk back or not try to break out of this place. So, right, what does she do? She breaks out instantly. Those girls have been taken for weeks, for years, years. Some of them have no idea how long they've been there. She breaks away within like the first 48 hours. Like, how badass is that? Right? So it's almost like there is life, there is a way. And look at the fucking plane is landing. Okay. So something is coming in. A message is coming in. I think this is the message right here. This is a huge message. Like, that Kiss the Girls, like, you were, I mean, again, with the Blair Witch, like, you weren't just going to give into this person like everybody else does just because they have a list of rules to follow. It doesn't mean everybody's going to follow the rules, because guess what? There is no rules in this law. Okay. There's no rules in this law. There's no rules in this world. Okay. Especially this little fucking pecker idiot. He's probably got a little dick. Let's be honest. He probably has a sperm donor. Oh my God. He's got a baby mama out there that doesn't even like him. Okay. He has a baby mama out there that he literally just shot coming to and walked away from emotionally. Okay. Because he's looking for women to love him. He's not looking for kids. He's looking for women. Okay. Oh, this person. And then look at this, Donnie Darko. Okay. With Frank, I did get, the spirit. Okay. The girl with the spirit beside her. I feel like my nose is so itchy right now. Okay. I feel like there is, Frank is talking about, because he says the world ends on this day. That's the day that Donnie dies. Okay. I feel like this person is going to get an invitation to their own death. To their own demise, I just heard. Okay, so this person is going down. I just heard the song Evanescence. What was that word, Whitney? Evanescence? I'm going under. This person is going under. And they're going to drown everybody around them because you left the cave and didn't listen to the rules. Aw, boo-hoo. Aw, poor little baby. Garbage with marijuana. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. You didn't take no shit. Honestly, you didn't take any shit. Where there's a will, there's a way. And honestly, I always said that if anything, I'm the kind of person you can't do anything against me. You can't fuck with me because I'm willing to die. I will die over anything. And that scares people because people don't want to die. I don't have anything that's keeping me, wanting to really be alive, in a sense where if I come face to face with death is going to have to fight me because I'm not just going to get taken easily, right? I'm the kind of person that somebody's, if there's a baby in the middle of the highway, I'll just run. Like, it's not even a thought. I mean, I will risk my life for anything because I don't have any debt. I can die. And there's no karmic debt on me. There's no, I need questions answered. Like, there's nothing. I don't have any kids. I don't have any karma. I have nothing. I can go smooth sailing. So that's what, honestly, a lot of times that's what hurts a lot of these people that you're fighting against, because they did have the kids. They did mark the families. They did get into these contracts that they can't get out of. So they're drinking 40s in the fucking parking lot while their kid is in, Taekwondo. Okay. I literally watched a dad drink from his trunk while his daughter was in the car. These dads, these parents, they're not doing it sober because they didn't want to do it to begin with. They were all just sperm donors. They wanted the woman, not the kid. Okay, but the woman wanted the kid to control the relationship because mommy said she needed a kid, right? So she tells her boyfriend, I want a kid. Why? Usually you're just kind of blessed with that shit. Open up your arms. If it comes, if it goes. Why do you have to control a relationship by getting pregnant? Right? Because women feel a lot less out of control than what you think. Okay. Women can play, just as stupid as men can. Okay. If not better. And now we have Eric Draven with Crash and 3 billboards. Oh my God. My nose is so itchy. You have no idea. Like, I have the witch's nose going right now. Like, it is so, I'm trying to itch my face so my nose will stop itching. Oh my God. Oh, like it hurts, like it hurts. Oh, okay. Just stop, please, Spirit. God, just stop at the nose. Like, just a little bit. You don't have to make it itch that much. Like, it's being tickled with a feather or something. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Go away, please. Just be nice. Okay. So now we have Eric Draven with Crash and 3 billboards. It means that there is some unfinished business with this person, okay? And now at this point in time, I think you're advertising it. Like, do you not see what this person is? Do you not see how much of a monster they are, right? And now it's like, it's almost like once, I don't know, I feel like Spirit is actively telling you to rebel against this person, okay? That they have to crash, they have to go down. It's not a matter of Spirit can't throw them away. They have to get what's coming to them by somebody else. Okay, it's like somebody's got to take care of this. And by addressing what they're doing, like I said to my father again, I wrote him like 3 emails. Of course, now he's not going to respond because he has nothing to fucking say. And I said to him, like, you're only responding because I'm putting it on the internet. And you look like a fucking idiot by not responding to your daughter. But then look at the responses he gives. He's a fucking tool altogether. He's so abusive that it becomes it's dangerous. It's dangerous to be around energies that are that narcissistic, that sociopathic, to truly not feel a thing that they do, to think that everybody's the same, that they grew up with it. You should shut the fuck up. You know, like, you have no idea what I went through as a young lad. You have no idea. You said I caused you problems. You have no idea. It's just like abuse after abuse after excuse, right? People can't get away with that anymore, especially when you start addressing it. Like, look how I get spoken to, and then this person suddenly starts talking to you differently, right? Because they know that you're calling them out, and it's not just vulnerable you behind the phone. Now you've got a whole audience, and you're like, oh, okay, well, before, when it was just me, right, you were a prick, and now you're going to start acting like you had what was best for me this whole time, when I know for a fact you didn't, right? But again, it's like something to do with somebody wants to look good in front of the cameras. Somebody wants to look good, right, in the midst of everything they've done wrong, but they don't believe they've done anything wrong, even though deep down inside, they're going to die of guilt, and it's going to take them straight to hell. You can't force down feelings and expect them to go away, because they're going to keep coming up and coming up and coming up, because they're guilt tripping you in some way. Your feelings should never really stay like dormant. It does get dangerous to keep feelings lingering, right? Because you either have to bury them and move on with your life, or fucking say something and figure out why you've got them, why you have these feelings, right? But then usually people just bottle them up and they don't say anything. And by suppressing them, it's a way for them to suddenly explode. Right? Like, what do you think? You shake a pop bottle, all those bubbles inside. Like, eventually you keep these things piled up while you're bouncing around and stuff, you're going to explode. Okay. It's scary out there. Okay. There's a sword in the stone. You've got to answer your truth with the moon underneath. Okay. And there is the, music note. Thank you. So music could be coming to you right now. There's the girl with the ghost beside her. See, I fucking told you. It was right there. Okay, so this person has had like somebody talking in their ear. Okay, so most likely they're schizophrenic, and they've got this energy talking to them. Okay, that is they think that they're too hot to trot. They think that every woman adores them. They think that every woman is going to love them. Every woman should just die in their arms tonight. Like, they're really backwards about how women should feel about them. Maybe this person was, molested by their mother. Maybe they have a very twisted relationship with their mother, something like that. Their mother loved them too much. They expect every woman to love them that much, and you didn't. It's not that you didn't find them attractive. Again, they're so fixated on you finding them attractive, which is disgusting. Why do you have to find somebody attractive in order to have a relationship with them? Like, not everything is sexual, especially with this person. Maybe they wanted it to be sexual, but it couldn't be. I don't know. See what songs are telling you too. Music could be giving you signs about people. about the truth behind, you know, somebody who really deceived you. Okay, there's two sides. Like somebody really, I feel like, you know, they were supposed to be on the same side, and because they weren't, they used it against you. Okay, like people don't deserve to be different, and like some people deserve to find them unattractive. Like this person is very shallow, very crampus. Like I don't know what happened to them at Christmas. I feel like they had an awful Christmas. Okay, I feel like a lot of things were taken away from them, and I feel like a lot of things are going to continue to be taken away from them. Okay, because of how much they stole to get where they are. They did witchcraft to get where they are. Witchcraft to get to where they are. That's just, look at that underneath Krampus sickness. Oh my good God. That's just like, that's not what witchcraft is for. Okay. Accusations. Maybe they accused you of being a witch. Oh, pot calling the kettle black. Hey there, little dickhead. Fucking idiot. Doing witchcraft while going around calling people witches. Original. This person's an idiot. Okay, so this is all coming to a wrap. They're running fucking scared now. Like they're scared. And when they get scared, they get angry. Okay, so this person's going to rage, okay, in the next few days from all of the choices that they made to try to ruin your life. It's all coming back around. And that's what happens when you fucking take the law into your own hand. You go fucking whispering in people's ears, talking shit about people, spreading your hate, spreading your lies, spreading your legs, whatever it is. It all comes back around. Witches get stitches too, you know what I mean? You're going to fuck around with energy and go and take it from somebody else. You got gods to deal with now, you know? All right. 3249. All right, let's do these. I had a hell of a day today, so I definitely am not going to stay live for very long. And I had to let my snake out. No, he's just sitting there staring at me. He hasn't been out all day. Poor little guy. I gotta let him out. So this is kind of a quick read, and then I'm gonna peace out. I gotta feed my fish too soon. All right, here we go. Next message. Ooh. These cards are so dry. Nothing there. All right, next one. Yeah, there's one. Wow. This is weird. We have spring and autumn. I have like 80 cards. Spring and autumn came out? Okay. Spring in reverse and autumn upright. Okay, so I feel like with this spring card, there could be something that has been put on hold for you. Some part of this rebuilding has been put on hold for you. You could have been waiting for like a house to be rebuilt, insurance to rebuild, something to pay you back, something like that, okay? And it hasn't been happening. It's been really sad, especially dealing with insurance companies. Sometimes it can be like the saddest thing ever, and it takes forever. Sometimes it's quick and easy. Other times it's a fucking nightmare. I feel like somebody might have lost something. Okay, like when I had to watch the insurance company take my car away, it caught on fire when I was at work. You know those Sirius radios? Well, they never tell you this, but you should always unplug them because mine caught on fire, and like to watch my car get taken away, I was like, it was probably the saddest thing in my life. And then the next car, it wasn't working well, and I didn't have the money to keep it going anymore, and it was costing. It was like there was a spell put onto it. I feel like all three of my cars that I've had have all been spellbound. And like not like funny, like to the point where like the weirdest things happen, and like honestly, like just pure spirit keeping me safe in like what becomes some of the most dangerous vehicles. And so much so, like, the spell had gone on for so long that I just stopped. I just stopped with the cars altogether, because I was like, I have to stop the spell from jumping into my cars and doing the inevitable to them that should never happen to a vehicle, and take the vehicle away from me for some fucked up reason. Right. So it's been really hard with vehicles. Like, I don't even want to think about it. They've taken the best vehicles away from me, and for no fucking reason. And I'm just like, and now with Autumn, with Bounty and Balance, I feel like it's being restored. Okay. Something that's done you wrong. Okay. Like the saddest day of your fucking life, or the saddest, like, injury of your life, or like, you know, when you could have been a professional cyclist or something and you like broke your foot, you know, like you need your feet or you can't cycle. It's like that. Oh, actually, I know this tattoo artist who got bit by a poisonous snake, and half his finger had to get removed, and that's the finger that he uses as a tattoo. And so he had to, like, it was almost like the world was trying, like somebody was trying to take tattooing away from him. So he had to learn how to tattoo with a nub. And like, I could only imagine how much that would have fucking hurt to do. But that would have been the saddest day, to take that gun away from somebody and say, you can't do that anymore. Right? Because it is, if something got taken away from you, okay, in a negative energy, okay, because yes, we all know bad things happen. Okay. We can't stay with people forever. People die. Tornadoes come. Okay. We can't say and stay protected from disaster. Okay. Because disaster hits everybody. But there's a sense that we can be fulfilled and replenished after somebody comes in and plays God on the universe and does something because they want to, and it's something you weren't supposed to lose. Something that was supposed to be fulfilled has now been taken by a third party and not taken out naturally. If it's not taken out naturally, you have every right to karma times 3. Okay. People can't just come into your life and make decisions. So what I realized today, there was this ongoing spell with my ex-boyfriend who just keeps coming in my dreams. I block him. I've tried everything to fucking leave this guy in the past, but he continually shows up in my dreams. Okay. So finally I remembered this fight that me and him got into. And actually it was between me and his brother. So now I realize it's his brother that's been fucking with me and him for over 15 years. Okay. Because me and his brother fought. He was calling me a piece of shit. He said, because his brother broke up with me and I lived there. He was calling me a piece of shit. He was telling me to get the fuck out of the house. I didn't deserve to be there anymore. I didn't belong there anymore. I don't live there. His brother doesn't want to see me, blah, blah. So I slammed the door in his face. And my hand went through the door because it was already broken. And I split all my fingers and everything. Like, it was a fucking mess. He like spit at me and shit. He is so disgusting as a person. His energy is just toxic. Okay. He never liked me from day one. He always had a fucking problem with me. And to be honest, I think he wanted to bang me. I think it was misdisplaced energy. I think he was always looking for me to mommy him or to love him, and I never would, right? I hated his fucking girlfriend. I hated his attitude. I hated his energy. He was fucking little entitled brat is what he fucking was, but I never said anything. I just fucking stayed away from him. But he talked so much shit about me, okay, that he eventually turned his brother against me. And I realized that today. I'm like, oh my God, you son of a bitch. Like, it hasn't even been, I've been trying to realize why my ex-boyfriend comes up, and it's because his brother decided that we are not to date anymore. So me and him haven't been able to make that decision for ourselves because he's been controlling his brother. So his brother wants to come near me. Oh no, like my ex wants to come near me, but then his brother doesn't let me. But his brother has all these feelings towards me, okay, that he then puts on his brother, turns his brother to hate me, which then no one speaks to me, even though the motherfucker shows up in my dreams every single fucking night. He was there last night. He's there every night, trying to talk to me, trying to do things for me, and yet in real life doesn't speak to me. So I've been trying to figure out what happened. Oh, now I know it's his brother. His brother has been the third party in his ear, yapping about how much he doesn't like Whitney. Whitney this, she's crazy, she's this, she's that, blah, 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 blah. And his brother believes him. Okay. And that's the thing is like he's kind of very family driven. He loves his brother. He cares about other people's opinions. And that's where he goes wrong. By caring about other people's opinions, he won't come towards me even though he wants to. So I had to say, no more. No, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to fight your fucking brother. I'm not going to fight your fucking mom. I'm not going to fight your sister. I'm not going to fight anybody, because if he's not going to stand up for me, I'm not going to fight against against a bunch of fucking really good looking people. Okay. Like they're aliens. They shouldn't even fucking be here. Okay. So they use their looks, okay, to get people to like them, kind of like the Casanova thing, okay? And once you don't like them because you can see through their bullshit and how dirty they are, they turn against you, okay? They have no personalities, okay? His brother is a rage case. That's all he did was fucking freak out over this, freak out over that, fucking snap. The first, like, few days of me dating this guy, his brother got smoked in the face and his jaw wired shut so he couldn't speak. That's how much the world didn't want to hear him anymore, because he's a little fucking piece of shit dick, okay? Like, honestly, using his dick as a fucking prized possession with women. Like, honestly, men, if you have big dicks out there, trust me, it doesn't make you a bigger man, okay? It doesn't. It doesn't make you anything. A dick doesn't mean anything. It's only what's to pump semen into a woman. That's it, okay? Boobs, only there to feed children. Women, okay? For the most part, you know how many men I've dated that go, I'm not really a tit guy, I'm an ass man. Do you know how many guys have said that to me? Tits don't mean shit, ladies. Okay, so if they're small, rock them. Okay, my sister's got A's. You know how jealous I am? She can wear these bandeaus and shit, and she can sleep on her stomach. She can do things that I can't do. And I'm like, I get mad at her in a good way. I'm like, fuck you and your A's. That's where I want to be. You know, it's an easier goddamn world. And plus, you don't need tits to get a dude, and you don't need a big dick to get a chick, okay? It's all in your fucking head. So it's like, now that we've gotten to the root of the problem with people thinking that their dick size matters, can we get to the real issue now? Okay, now it's put some fucking boundaries up, okay? Honestly, put some fucking boundaries up. Make your own goddamn decisions. And if you can't make your own decisions without listening to everybody else or what everybody else is doing, then really the universe is saying you're not big enough to make a lot of decisions then, and you can just be controlled, okay? And that's, honestly, a lot of people are okay with being controlled. They really don't care. Okay, we've got the robots and we've got the followers and we've got the leaders. You want to be a follower? Honestly, go ahead. Or you want to be a leader? You want to be somebody that's like leading the pack, that's in charge, right? Something's coming back around. The worst day of your life, and I just heard that System of a Down, the most loneliest day of my life. Is like, look at how sad that is. I know that spring is a beautiful season and it has to rain and it has to be sad and things happen and not every, seedling makes it and not every bird hatches. But like, I mean, spring is a beautiful time, but it also is very gloomy. It rains constantly, right? It has to. Spring has to be that way. So it's almost like whatever happened, whatever was taken away from you, okay, it was taken away from you, so now you get it back again. 3 times fold. I just heard that song. 3 times fold. I think that's like a children's song or something. I don't know. Anyways, 3 times fold. Okay, it's coming in. And there's, oh my gosh, look at this. Walking staff with support and encouragement. That's all right, Pammy. You do your thing, girl. That's why it's being recorded. It's going to be here forever now. In my legacy, this YouTube channel shall stay. Okay, even if I die, these readings will be up here for eternity. Okay, so there's your support. So something that did, like, I do feel like whatever this spring is, whatever they took away from you, you're getting it back. They took it away from you so then you would stop the journey. They tried to bully you. They tried to take something so then you wouldn't get somewhere. And now they pushed you so hard, okay, to go so far alone that now you're getting given a walking stick. That's like being given a wheelchair, right? Spiritual wheelchair that will just help you get to where you need to go, support you in any way, or like a donkey can finally take the weight off your shoulders, something that will help you now for the strain that they put you on. I mean, by taking my cars away from me, I don't know. I mean, one caught on fire, one was spellbound, and one was left to decay. So you tell me if that was was kind of black magic or not. But it kind of feels like if something was taken away, like because my cars were taken away from me in 3D, I don't have a car in 5D. I used to have a car in 5D. I used to, even when I gave up my last car, I still had it in the anime world. I still had a car there, and now it's gone. And my dad, he drives by me often in his truck, and he'll just wave as he drives by, and he never picks me up, ever. He never stops to help me, ever. And it's because he knows I don't have a car. So, like, things that are taken away from you in 3D, you lose in 5D. And if you need those things in 5D, they know what they're fucking doing. Don't let a witch tell you, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. I think I did something, but I'm not sure. She fucking knows what she did. Okay, here's fog, obscurity, and feeling lost. I kind of like this, okay, because it's fog in reverse, which, think about it. Now it's like in a very foggy, unclear situation, suddenly everything becomes clear. Okay, you were at a very high disadvantage, and now you obviously are at the advantage now. There's sickle, focus, regrowth, letting go. Wow, okay. With hedge and boundaries, and then the moth. Mystery, concealment, illusion. In reverse. So the illusion has been unsealed. The illusion was that somebody put boundaries in your life with something, took something away from you, and now you've had to use all this energy to regrow it because they didn't want to give it back to you. So now whatever they took from you in 3D, you've regrown in 5D. Okay. And now because you've regrown it in 5D, it can come back to you in 3D. This is big. Okay. This is because of the planets. This is a planetarial like shift. Okay. And we have to get things back before Venus goes direct. So she won't technically move until the middle of May. Okay. Wow. The middle of May is when I start something. So that's fucking funny. Okay. So now we have cauldron and fruit. Achievement with creation opportunity. So something that has been put in the pot for you is coming to fruition. So it's like you did start something in another dimension. You've been brewing it in another dimension, because that's the sad thing, is that if somebody took something from you that was karmically given to you, okay, when somebody just takes it, it doesn't mean that the universe just comes and replenishes it for you. Oh, somebody stole that from you. Here's another one. No. Okay, half the time the universe won't even know it got taken from you because it's supposed to be yours. So how would they even know it got taken, let alone there isn't just a spare one to give you, okay? Oh, now I'm hearing Hustler's Anthem. Oh, geez. You've been hustling like a motherfucker, okay? And like I tell you, I work in my dreams every night. I don't sleep at night. It's dream work all night, every night. Okay? Every night, all night. And clearly it's because there's so little I can do in 3D, that there's more work I have to do in 5D. So I have to sacrifice sleep in order to get the work done I have to do in my dreams for anything to happen here. But it's working. Okay, so if this will make sense to you, you're achieving something because you've regrown it. Okay, and the opportunity is about to arise to get it back into your life. Wow, look at that on the bottom of the deck. There's leaves. Renewal, revival, progress. I can't make this shit up if I tried. Look at, that's it. You know how leaves, that's what we get from spring. All the water, all the misery, we get the leaves. Without the leaves, everything that's been created dies. Because the leaves are part of the harvest, a part of the fruit, a part of the food that we need to survive. This is something you've needed to survive, yet have built an entire life around not having. That's an accomplishment. That's like not having legs, but they never gave you the wheelchair and you still figured it out. like it's like being put in the worst situation, and you had to live. What else are you supposed to do? That's what they don't understand. That's what bullies don't understand, is that they'll bully you down to nothing and expect you to give up. But when you don't want to give up, then you have to work in the worst conditions possible in order to get out of it. And then you're an asshole because you continue to work and you didn't give in to them. Now you're a prick because you didn't take their abuse and go their way instead of constantly being abused. You still took the abuse while walking the opposite direction. Not everybody can be persuaded into doing something they don't want to do just because they're getting hit or smacked. Right? It's like, you ever heard of like becoming numb to it? You ever heard of, I don't know, walking away and just being like, well, it's part of my life. I'm still going to go in my direction because nobody can bully me into making other decisions. But some people are easily bullied. Okay. They will just do what their parents tell them to do or what their spouse tells them to do. They don't really want to make any decisions for themselves. Then they should be controlled. And whoever wants to control them, go ahead, control them. But people like us won't be controlled. There is no remote to us. Okay, they can't just hit a button and we change. We took our remotes back, right? They can't fuck around with shit anymore. It's hustler's anthem. You let them take something by taking your controller away. But then you went, okay, well, I'm going to deactivate that controller and I'm going to make something. And you think you still have control because you have the remote in your hand. And it looks like it's working, but it's not. Now I'm getting grumpy old men, you know, when he's trying to look at his lottery ticket numbers and the other guy's flipping the channel on him. It's like that. Like you know, but opposite way, you know, like you've got your remote back and now the dude's sitting in the window trying to change the channel and he can't anymore. Okay. That's what this spring has been about. The spring has been about taking your power back. Hustler's ambition. No. That's 50 Cent. I'm hearing Hustler's Anthem. This is the anthem of people who know how to fucking hustle, okay? Hustle is not 9 to 5. Hustle is like 11 to fucking, oh my God, 11. You're never getting off work when you hustle. Are you kidding? Like, I think I work all fucking day. Like, I don't, like, I sit down. I finally sit down usually around this time. And then, but I'm still sometimes working. I'm still sometimes doing shit on my channel. I'm still fucking putting stuff off on X, or now I'm fucking looking at, you know, it seems like I'm always working. I mean, you don't ever stop. Like, who the fuck stops? And then I go to bed and I'm in my dreams and I'm working again. Like, it's fucked. I mean, hustlers don't stop. And I watch it because I watch the meth dealer right there. I watch the fucking dealers out there. I mean, they're fucking people are knocking on their door all hours of the night. Like, they don't sleep. They're up. Dealers deal all day. They'd be lucky to get sleep during the day. So trust me, what they're doing is not easy money. Okay, I hate when people say, oh, well, that's easy money. That's easy money. What? Because I don't pay taxes? Doesn't mean it's fucking easy, bitch. Okay? Fuck. People are so dumb. But it really is like, it's just ignorance. It's just choosing to think that you know something about something, or because you do a certain job one way, if somebody decides to do it a different way, they're an asshole because they figured it out and you didn't, right? It's kind of like that. Like, you can't blame people for learning how to hustle just because you go to a job you hate. It's called learn how to hustle too. But if you think you're going to do less work by doing it, you're fucked. It's just different work. It's not less work. It's more work, but it's good work because you're doing it on your own, without some big fat guy signing your fucking paychecks every day and taking a piece for himself. This one bitch I worked for in Calgary, she took my hours. She stole hours from me and put them on her paycheck. And when I talked to the owner about it, he was fucking her, of course. And he's like, oh, she's done that for years. I'm like, so she's just going to take my hours? And he goes, well, she gets really angry about how much money you guys make. Because we'd make like, oh man, there'd be a show. We could make anywhere between $400 and $600 in like, I don't know, 4 hours, 3 hours, depending on how long the show was. So she knew that how much money we were making. And so she would take our hours instead and wouldn't pay us for the full amount of hours. But because we were making fucking, I don't know, oh man, like thousands sometimes, it didn't matter right? It was like, okay, fine. You want to take the hours for your fucking paycheck? Oh, fake boobs, fucking, 67, 68 years old, fucking going to the bar every night thinking she's fucking a rock star with her fucking leather pants on and shit. She was a fucking joke. She was a joke, okay? And then stealing people's hours. Like, I couldn't fucking believe it. I was like, dude, I can't work for you anymore. And then once the winter came, it was literally an aluminum building. I left. I was like, I'll never work here again. I made a lot of money, but it really wasn't worth it. But it kind of was, but it kind of wasn't, to just be stolen from every day. Like, just because it's a bar and you're serving doesn't mean you deserve to get your hours taken away from you. Like, you know how people can just play God? Like, oh, I'm just going to take this away from you because you made too much money yesterday. That's not your decision, bitch. Like, you need to back up. So you definitely had some type of feminine energy over top of you telling you how much money you can make. Okay. And that's what put you in the fog, because it's like staying under a cap, and telling yourself that you're only worth this much amount of money because that's what this person says, because they're physically taking something from you. Okay, so this is like, these readings are about people siphoning massive amounts of energy from you, sowing seeds from under your nose. This is shit that belongs to you. And somehow they're taking it, growing it, branding it, that's your line, and taking it and putting their name on it. That's pretty fucked. Okay, like, that's pretty fucked. So with your hard work and your spiritual connection, you're safe. Okay, there's winter and ending. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is ending. This is why it's coming up now. Okay, like, the hell loop is over. They can't keep you looping over and over and over again, which means and now we're getting an ice storm. Okay, where I am, I feel like I delivered so much karma today, and now people can't get in their cars and come and shove it back in my face because they don't want to eat karma that they did to me. You need to sit there. Ice storm's gonna fucking block you in. You need to think about what you did, shut the fuck up, and leave me out of it from now on. People need to leave you out of the equation. They're adding you into conversations. They're shitting on you for no fucking reason, and they're telling people that you did things that you don't to keep people away from you. Okay, they're taking your seeds and they're physically removing things in 3D so that you don't have them in other dimensions that you need. Okay, you need this shit, and somehow they've taken it. Okay, so now all your hard work is paying off. Everything is paying off that you're doing. 100% spiritually connected, and you're safe. You're safe now. I don't really think you were safe before. Oh, look what's on the bottom of the deck. That's so cute. It's the sun. Okay, the sun comes out on the worst, loneliest day of your life. The sun is here now. Okay, so. Oh, my baby. I think that's kind of all I have in me today, folks. Like I said, I feel like I'm fighting demons that are completely translucent and I can't see them. Like, I feel like I'm fighting something that is just so much of a coward and won't do it to my face and is just doing it in some other dimension, and I'm really fucking sick of it. So I'm really trying to just fight this energy off until it moves. Yeah, let's hope. If not everything, then just the main parts of their life that are keeping them together, that they took from you to make your life fall apart, right? So that's kind of what we're trying to do. 5842, really trying to shine light on those that really went undercover. I really thought it was my ex-boyfriend that hated me this whole time, and really it's his brother. It's all his brother. It's all his brother. That is, that just goes to show sometimes how weak people are, that they will listen to others and not go with their heart, not run with their foot, not take a single step towards a future they want. They will do what their family tells them to do. And it sucks, because that's just a part of the brainwash. And that's what they want. That's what they want. Like, little sheep that just follow them around and follow in the footsteps and only date people we like and blah, blah, blah. It's just like, fucking shoot me now. These fucking idiots. So, that's a fucking big reading. Okay, something's coming back around. And then, the old switch around. So there's definitely things, major things coming back around. Oh, it most likely is. I'm included with all of this. That's the thing. That's why I always tell you guys, we're in this together. Okay. I'm not outside of it. I'm not above it. I'm not past it. I'm in the shit like everybody else is. I just am smiling through it, because that's what you need to do sometimes in the worst times of your life. Why let the asshole in the room depict your energy, right? And I am tired. So I'm going to go play with one of my favorite creatures in the world. And thanks for being here, everybody. And I'm sorry it's a little bit of a short reading, even though it's an hour, but usually we go at least 2 hours on these things. So I'm going to cut it short. And peace out. Have a great fucking weekend. And I will most likely be back tomorrow. If not, I'll be back soon. All right. Thanks to everybody for staying in here with me. All right. Peace. Peace, peace. 3-3. Oh, geez. 3-3 all day.